Hello everyone, just want to go through a quick tutorial with you today on how to use MyFitnessPal correctly and efficiently. So before I get into how to actually use the app, what I'd like to point out is I wouldn't really trust MyFitnessPal for setting your calorie targets. Instead, what I'd rather you do is you go over to my website. Over there is a free calorie calculator, and that will give you your maintenance calories. Now if you're looking to get into a deficit, once you've got your maintenance calories, what you've got to do is multiply that by 0.75. If you want to get into a calorie surplus, you need to multiply your maintenance calories by 1.1. Okay, from there, what we need to do is we need to set our calorie target into the app. So what we need to do first of all is we need to come over to Me on the bottom of the screen, and then we need to go to Update Goals. From here you will see the nutrition goals for calories, carbs, proteins, fats, and we click into that. Now I have this set up already because I know that for me to be in a deficit I want to aim to get about 2,500 calories. So we set that to 2,500. From there, for you to get an adequate amount of protein, you need about 25% of your daily calories to be coming from protein. So we're going to set our protein to 25%. As a minimum, you should be getting about 30% of your daily calories from fats for your general health. So we're going to set the fats to 30%. And then what's left over is your carbohydrates. There's 45% left over for that. Carbohydrates can vary because carbs aren't actually essential. We want them for energy, but you can actually do without them. But carbs are also some of the most hyperpalatable foods as well, so we don't want to cut those out. So we're going to keep the carbs at about 45%. So we have our calories and our macros set up. So how do we actually use this app? What we want to do, just to be clear, we use this app to track our calories and to track our macros, but it's also going to be a fantastically valuable tool to you to educate yourself on the types of foods that you eat, on the nutritional values of the foods that you eat as well. So I do think everyone can benefit from a certain period of using MyFitnessPal and tracking your foods on that. So we're going to come over to diary. Now there's 5 different ways of tracking foods. Alright, so the first one, nice and easy, would be if I was to have a little snack, like a bit of a halo top. What I would do, on the back of these boxes, or somewhere in this box, there is a barcode. And nice and easily, you can open up MyFitnessPal, you can scan the barcode of that halo top, and what it's going to tell you is that there's 100 calories, 9 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fats, and 5.3 grams of protein in it. So I'm going to tap that in. From there, we're going to just say I had a jar of oats. Now obviously enough, I'm not going to be eating the whole jar of oats at once, so just say I wanted to have some oats for breakfast. I would again use that barcode, and it's telling me that 0.5 of a cup, or 40 grams, is going to give me 150 calories. Now what I would then need to do, I'm going to move you over here so you can see what I'm talking about. 40 grams, pop it in here. Easy peasy. Now, so that's if you're using the barcode and you need to measure out your food. Now another handy little tip, if any of you are like me and are a fan of like peanut butter, if you use jams, if you use butters, whatever it is, what we can do is, now I want you to be able to see this. So you can see there just about that my food scale is saying 32. I'm going to bring that back to 0. Now just say I wanted to have 20 grams of protein. What I would then do is just scoop out enough until I see that I've got 20 grams in there. Alright, so that is the third way of tracking calories. So number 4 then, not every piece of food that you have is going to have a nutritional label. For example, fruits, meats, whatever the case may be. So when it comes to that, just say for example I wanted to have an apple for my lunch, I would have to type into MyFitnessPal apple, and what I'm going to look out for is the foods that have the green tick beside them, because those are the foods that are going to be verified. So I'm going to choose apple here. So that's for our foods with a nutritional label, without a nutritional label. And then what we can also use MyFitnessPal, which is very handy, is if, just say for example, you're going out to dinner and you knew that you were going to go to the Cheesecake Factory and that you wanted, we'll say, no, Cheesecake Factory isn't something I'd be recommending, but I'm just using it because it's the first thing that came to my head. Cheesecake Factory, you can type in your Cheesecake Factory into MyFitnessPal, and what that's going to do is it's going to give you a list of all the stuff that's on the menu from that restaurant. So that is your fifth way of being able to track calories using MyFitnessPal. So then the reason that I really do like tracking calories and using this app is because once you are tracking all those meals that you're having as you go through your day, so you're going to have your breakfast, lunch, dinner, as most people do, you can then see in the evening what it is that you have left over. Now, for the sake of this, it's saying that I've got 1400 calories left over. Obviously, if I was to be tracking exactly what I was to be eating, I wouldn't have that much left over. But if it came to the end of the evening and I realised that I might have 200 calories left over, 300 calories left over, I then know that I can have a bit of a treat in the evening, but still remain in a calorie deficit. Same goes for when you're planning for like social occasion at the weekend. If you knew on a Sunday or on a Monday that the following weekend that you were going out for dinner, or maybe you're going out for a few drinks, then what you can do is you can save up a few calories going through the week. So if you're to save up 100 or even 200 calories each day going through the week, over 5 days, that's going to give you between 500 and 1,000 calories extra to play around with at the weekends. So what that means is you can have that extra 1,000 calories on a Friday or on a Saturday, but you can still remain in a deficit throughout the week. So if you're to get familiar with this app and you're to use this app consistently for a while, it does have a lot of benefits to go with it. I hope this was helpful. Thank you all so much for watching.